We had a warehouse that was down in the town of Corning, a few blocks away from the museum.
And in that, they kept their excess publications. In other words, when you print a book, you keep boxes and boxes of the book in storage for selling. And that itself had been flooded. And I think that we all didn't want to really think about that.
And we had to go down there and actually clean it out. I mean, we had to throw everything away because there was boxes of hundreds of boxes of publications that were not even open. They were still in the cardboard boxes, and there was a mound of them there.
Many of the boxes of books had collapsed together in big heaps and were starting to sort of steam, and they were afraid they might catch on fire. So they said, you have to do something.
We actually had to take them, by hand and just start throwing them in this big hopper. And the farther down we got, the steam just started to rise up out of it. Oh, it was hot. I mean, you couldn't even touch it. And if we didn't get there in that time, I think there would have been a fire.
But it was sad because we were throwing away all these important publications. And I remember this was very touching. Bob Brill and I were working together, and there was a box of these books which were called Glass and Glassmaking in Ancient Mesopotamia. And he inscribed it to me. And he wrote, Bill, be sure to come back to Corning as a curator when this is all over. You are one of our special favorites. Bob Brill, July 17th, 1972, in the flooded Union Hall. So that was a memento from the flood. And for me, it captures the spirit of the flood because we were engaged in these just horrible projects. But at the same time, there was a real optimism that the museum was going to survive, that maybe some little young student might come back someday as a curator. And that was a kind of a wonderful mixture of the two things that we were living through.